This is Forever Steel, The Steel Brothers Before the Fall, by M.J. Fields. Narrated by Wynne Ross. Introduction narrated by Kai Kennicott.
Warning. This audiobook is intended for adults ages 18 and up. The content is highly sexual and descriptive. It may give you false expectations of what to expect in the bedroom. If you are not at least 18, do not continue. As a mother, I forbid it. Yes, I am virtually giving you the look, tapping my foot, and will ground you if you don't listen. Why? Because I said so.
Chapter 1. Cyrus. I stand in front of my new pad and look it over with appreciation. The once one-story Cape-style home, not unlike the rest of the crash pads up and down this part of the shore, has had a facelift. Well, a lift for sure. 10 feet off the ground was what it took to lower the insurance rates to make it affordable. And I bought it for pennies because an old customer at our restaurant wanted out after the hurricane, and his kids wanted nothing to do with it. Can't blame him. The shore isn't the same anymore. Not at all. Never will be again. But Mama Jo just wouldn't leave, so we wouldn't either. Family sticks together regardless. Wasn't easy, but me and a few others, including my brothers, worked on it for months, and now we have a party pad, and just in time for the summer. I hear the roar of a vehicle heading down the normally quiet street, bass thumping. The area is about to be turned up. It has basically turned into a tourist destination because every damn house is pretty much new, and all the college kids want a place to party for the summer. I already know before he turns the corner in his Jeep that the top is down and the doors are off. My brother Jace pulls into the driveway and jumps out of the driver's seat of his Wrangler. Abe, his best friend and honorary Steel, slides out of shotgun position. "You gonna stand there all day, or are we gonna get this party started?" Jace asks as he opens the back. "Help me out, bro." I walk around the Jeep and chuckle. The fuck? Did you two knock over a liquor store? Should I expect the cops to show up next? "That's your housewarming gift." Abe nods and pats my back before leaning in and grabbing a box of liquor. "Jack, is that you?" I ask, peering into the box. "Johnny, Jim, and Jose came along for the ride too." Jace snickers as he lifts the half keg out. "Bud?" I ask. "Hell yes." Jace laughs as he sets it on the ground, then reaches in his ride. He holds up a bottle of Jack. "It's a quarter of the way gone, Jace." "Got thirsty." Jace takes a swig, then hands it to me. "You drinking and driving?" "You channeling Mama Jo?" he quips. "Really don't want to be scraping your ass off a road, Jace, or anyone else's, 'cause you couldn't wait 10 fucking minutes. "Save it, Cyrus. I'm not drunk." He's getting pissed, but I don't care. His shit was getting old before the storm. His I don't give a fuck attitude is on steroids now that our family has fallen apart. First Dad, and then the restaurant was destroyed by the hurricane, and then we started the tattoo shop. "You don't get to give up, Jace." "Shut it down, Cyrus. Not a fucking word or I leave." He grabs the keg. "And I assure you that won't be in your best interest." I start toward the stairs. "Why's that?" "Pussy. Lots of it. Abe hung up flyers at NYU announcing a get-together on the shore tonight." I give Abe the look, and he smirks. "I put the public beach address on it. Less than 1/8 of a mile to your left. We build a bonfire, and they come to it like moths to a flame. All we have to do is sit back and enjoy." "And that's it? We build it and they will come?" I laugh. "Over and over again." Jace winks. "You're staying the night?" "Fuck yes." Jace and Abe follow me up the stairs and into the living area. Damn, this turned out nice. Abe sets 2 cases on the bar and nods to the wall of French doors. One weekend and you got this done? When we get our minds made up, there's no stopping us. I crack open a beer and hand it to Abe. Pretty damn impressive, huh? My brothers Jace, Xander, Xavier, and I spent last weekend building the ultimate back deck. It's 30 foot by 30 foot, bigger than some of the houses around here. We added built-in seating, a fire pit, and a bar, of course. Jace cracks open a beer. A hot tub would make it even more impressive. But this is perfect. Abe walks out onto the deck. We have boards here yet? Jace and I follow. Not yet. Xander is going to bring them after he closes the shop. We can wake up in the morning, piss off the deck, and head out. Xavier know about this yet? Jace asks. It is our baby brother Xavier's 21st birthday, and we were planning on going out tonight, then catching a cab and bringing home whatever we snatch up at the bar. But I thought the bonfire sounded like a better idea. Nope, he'll be by in a couple of hours. Who's coming? Jace asks. I invited Falcon. He helped rebuild this place. Xander will love seeing him again. That's it, though. No one else. 6 of us is enough. I take a drink. 4 bedrooms, Cyrus. 4 bedrooms and 6 guys. I think you over-invited. Abe was planning on taking the couch. Falcon can have the deck. Fuck that, I want the deck. That way, tonight's treat will have less of a walk to get the hell out when I'm done. Jace snickers. We all laugh. Then the deck is yours. Pam shows up and she doesn't go in. I sneer, hating the shit show they are. She's not coming. We're on a break, Jace assures me. Which is code for Jace picked a fight with her a few days ago. Told her he was done so she'd leave him the hell alone. Abe laughs. She knows the drill. We fuck, then we don't. Then she shows up and sucks him stupid, and he ends up with her for a week straight, Abe points out. You 2 need to adopt my rule. 3 rides and no more. No strings, no hurt feelings. Just get road wild and then you're out. How the hell do you get away with that? Abe laughs. I want to see the look on a girl's face when you explain your rule to them. At first it's a shock, then it's curiosity, and then it's on. No big thing. I sit down and lean back. I like to get to know a chick for a while before I make the assumption that she's not a keeper. Abe sits down across from me. Let me give you some advice, O'Donnell. Shoot. Pay attention to the cues. When you're at a bar and a chick is rubbing her snatch up and down your leg, you can safely assume she's in it for a good time. When you whisper in a girl's ear, you wanna fuck, and her nipples perk up, you can assume she wants to get laid as much as you do. Then, when you tell her the drill and she doesn't walk away, you know you're in for a hell of a night. What if she's good? What if you want more? Abe, it's all pink on the inside, man. Wet, warm, and, God willing, tight. The next one is no different. Pussy is pussy. So, no love? He asks, dead fucking serious. Jace laughs. Sure there's love. I love getting my dick sucked dry. Yeah, and I love a girl screaming my name. I hold up my beer, and Jace taps his to mine. I love shooting a load in her face, Jace adds. I laugh. And I love when she licks it off. Abe rolls his eyes. What happens when you're 60 or 70 years old? I'm pretty sure I'll still love all that, I answer seriously. No shit, Jace roars. We need house rules, cuz so help me God, this pad will not turn into a place to bring a date. I want nothing but good times here. Not the drama that relationships and feelings bring. My house, my rules. I stand up and walk in the house. I see the box that the stove came in that was laid flat so the wood floors didn't get scuffed when we moved the fridge in. I tear off a big piece, grab a Sharpie off the counter, walk back out, and sit at the table. Abe and Jace come over and sit beside me. House rules. I write in block letters at the top, then start to write. No shoes. Abe laughs as he reads my words. None. I don't want my floors scuffed up. They just got refurbished. I agree with the no shoes thing. Look at a bitch's feet. If their toenails are fucked up, imagine what their pussy looks like. Jace cringed. Abe and I agree. Okay, no shoes stays. What other house rules should we add? Bring your own condoms, Abe offers. Fuck that, bitches will be poking holes in them, Jace growls. There's that, and we steel men need the extra large happy hat. Now what else? I think that's a great idea. House rules. The hair stands up on the back of my neck when I hear Mama Joe. I turn and see she has a cake in her hand. Mama Joe, nice to see you. Abe stands up and kisses Mama on one cheek, then the other. You brought cake? It's my baby boy's birthday, and he chooses to spend it with his brothers instead of dinner with his mama. Yes, Abraham, I brought cake. Italian wedding cake, to be exact. I look at Mama, and she is giving me the look. You know, the one only a mama can give. The one that instantly induces guilt and shame. Yeah, that one. It doesn't work on me anymore. Thanks, Mama. Now we just have to worry about dinner. Jace takes the cake. I made dinner for my boys. It's already in the kitchen. It just needs to be warmed. You're the best, Mama. I stand and pull her into a hug. Now you be the gentleman I know you can be. No nonsense. I love you all. Even you, Abraham. And we love you, Mama Joe. Chapter 2. Xander. My last appointment for the day, a walk-in. I couldn't say no. Cash is cash, and I need it to make my baby purr. My 68 Cougar's been sitting in my buddy's shop with everything but the tranny done. Every dollar is one step closer to the ultimate cargasm. Doesn't hurt that the woman is pretty hot. Nice rack, and apparently, I am gonna be inking one of those beautiful bouncy breasts. She brought a picture of the art she wants, so it's not like it will take forever. I flip the sign to closed, lock up, and take the picture. You sure you're ready for this, Brandy? She blushes. I heard you were the best. I lean in and whisper in her ear. You heard correct. No strings. He doesn't find out, you won't be calling, Brandy. I'm here to give you exactly what you asked for. What goes on in your house isn't my business. Come now, let's get started. I'm nervous, she says, walking behind me. Opening the door to my room, I look back. I promise it only hurts for a minute. It hurts? It's a needle. It stings. It always amuses me that people, mainly women, come in asking for a tattoo, then seem nervous because, gasp, it's gonna hurt. I'll be gentle. And you won't tell my husband? First of all, I would never. Second, don't you think he'll notice a bandage on your tit? I stop when she starts crying. Ankle! He doesn't touch me. He's having an affair. Stupid man. I hug her, because that's what you do when a woman cries. No, it's me. It's my fault. Ever since we had our third child, I've let myself go. I'm fat and tired all the time, and you are beautiful. I pat her back and step back. Come in and sit down. Here? She points to the table. Yes, that's where we'll start. I grab a tissue and hand it to her, knowing exactly where this is heading. It happens all the damn time. So he's cheating and you're staying? Could you explain why you'd do that? My children love their father. I love him. I just need to get myself back in shape, take care of myself. Does he know you're aware of his infidelities? No. I know it seems ridiculous, but I'm just not ready to confront him. Not ridiculous, but you blaming yourself is. Do me a favor, Brandy. Look in this mirror and tell me what you see. I hand her a mirror. She looks in the mirror and shakes her head as she hands it back. Wrinkles, red blotches, a big, sad eyes, but beautiful. Stand for me. She does, and I lead her to the full-length mirror that hangs on the back of the door. I position her in front of the mirror and stand behind her. I see black hair that shines. I pull it back away from her face, framing a face that is beautiful, yet sad. I don't, she says, her eyes finally meeting mine, and not surprisingly, I see desire in them. You are a very beautiful woman. Your neck is long. I run my fingers down it, and she moans, confirming exactly why she came to me at this hour. Your shoulders, stunning. I lightly slide my fingertips down them and under her collar. Oh, she whimpers. Oh, Xander. My name is Xander, I whisper. Right, I remember. Of course you do. I remove my hands from her, because even though I know damn well she's heard rumors about my skills, I need a little more confirmation than a moan. Now, let's get started. I think I've changed my mind. I don't know if I really need to do this. That's perfectly fine. I lean against the counter. Can I ask what made you change your mind? I don't want you to see me. I can assure you I am completely professional. It's not that. You made me feel desirable. You made me feel sexy again. You are very desirable and sexy. I look her over with appreciation. The woman clearly takes care of herself. She just has curves I assume she didn't have before bearing children. He's missing out. She lifts her shirt, giving me confirmation and a stiffening cock. Tell me what you see now. Soft skin that begs to be touched. I push off the counter and step toward her. Beautiful, full tits that want to be caressed. She pulls her bra off. Now? Not a woman here for an ankle tattoo. I chuckle to myself. Erect nipples that are reacting to the praise they deserve. She takes my hand and places it on her tit. I won't leave him. I wouldn't want you to unless you were ready, and definitely not for me. I'm not the kind of man who can be tied down. But let me ask you something. Are you the type of woman who would like to be tied up? I cup her full tit in my hand and rub my thumb across her nipple. Xander. Brandy, answer the question. No strings. None. What if you want more of me? She reaches down and runs her hand over my simi. I guarantee that once you feel my cock inside of what I imagine is a nice, hot, wet pussy, you'll want more. So, will you? I cup her other tit. The fucking things are sexy. Full and round with bounce in them. I'm just going to give you back what he took. The knowledge that you are desirable. And an orgasm that may have you believing for a fleeting moment that it's more. But it won't be. I won't be monogamous. I won't ask you to leave your husband. I will not be playing with your kids. And I won't be anything more than a man who will fuck you so good you'll remember what it was like when your old man paid attention to the woman he wed, the mother of his children. I reach down and take her hand, running it up my abs and then let go and unbutton my pants as she slides it down and wraps it around me. Unbelievable, she sighs out as she strokes my length. When you suck my cock, and you will, you'll want to swallow every last drop of cum that shoots down your throat. And you're gonna feel what it's like to be a sexual being again. Oh my God. She grips me tighter and strokes faster. So crude. But you like it. I do. Wasn't a question, Brandy. But I do have two. What is it? Why the fuck are your pants on? And why isn't my cock already in your mouth? Here? Don't expect a hotel room and flowers from me. But that's what he should be doing for you. Clothes. Off. And they come flying off, and within seconds, she's on her knees, sliding my pants down in a flash and pulling my cock free. She gets a good look at my dick and looks it right in the eye. Oh my God, you're perfect. I know. It's a gift. One that I'm willing to share with you. Thank you. She licks the head. I reach down, grab her tits, and pinch her nipples. Xander! Note to self. This one will not be serviced during working hours. She's a screamer. Now fully erect, she's trying her best to take me all in. I grab the top of her head, fist her hair, and gently pull back so she's looking up at me as I stroke myself. I tap her lips with my tip a few times, and I see it in her eyes. Her desire to come. Open up. I slid my hand from her hair to the side of her head and thrust, fulling into her greedy mouth as she reaches between my legs and cups my balls. Lips around my sack. Be gentle. She lifts my sack and begins sucking them one at a time, eyes glued to mine as my balls spill out of her mouth. So fucking hot. I tap her face with my cock and she groans. Please, in my mouth. Oh God, please. No begging. Follow my instructions, Brandy. Yes. Oh, yes. I step back, still stroking my cock. Stand and bend over the table so I can see that beautiful ass. She does just that, and I groan at the sight of her full round ass while I rub my cock up and down her sweet crack. Has anyone ever fucked your ass? No, but if you want, I want, I say, pulling a condom out of the drawer beneath my tray of tools. And then, I want to come in your beautiful mouth. I tear open the Magnum packet and slide the condom on before taking 2 handfuls of sexy round mom ass in my hands, spreading her cheeks. If you don't want this, tell me to stop. I need, she demands. Take a deep breath and relax. I push in a little further. There is no way I am getting all the way in, and that is fine with me. I shove 2 fingers inside of her hot snatch and she cries out again. Fuck. I love making women come. Make them remember their sexual beings. Make them lose control of the restraints that they put on themselves. Help them release their reserves. Fingers soaked inside her, I hook them up and easily find her switch. You know, the one you push to make them go off. And she does in a fantastic way. Fucking my fingers and pushing back onto my cock, I squeeze a cheek, halting her. Easy there. I don't want to hurt you. Are you kidding me? I feel so full. So fucking good. Fuck my ass, see? Fuck my ass. Not like me to let a lady down. I push further into her and commence to giving her what she wants. And I ride that sweet ass until she's belly down on the table and unmoving. Spent. On edge, I pull out and rip off the condom. Knees. On your knees. I help her up, and she turns then kneels before me. Gonna fuck your mouth. Yes, please. She licks her lips. And I do. Her head bobbing up and down the steel rod. She is gagging herself to the point that tears are spilling from her eyes and saliva's dripping down her chin. So fucking hot. I try to slow her down, but she's like a woman possessed. She continues sucking, choking, gagging, and moaning until I finally shoot the first of 3 loads of cum on her face. Fucking beautiful, Brandy. I pant out as I take her hands and pull her up, watching her lick her lips. She's glowing, and not just because my cum seems to sparkle. Thank you. My pleasure, and yours, of course. Now, that ass is gonna feel sore for a while. Take it easy, okay? I wouldn't have pushed you that far, but you were pretty Do you do that a lot? She cuts me off. Pulling at my pants, I chuckle to myself. Oh, Brandy, Brandy, Brandy. You clearly knew this before coming here. I like to come just as much as the next person. I pick the white bra up off the floor and hand it to her. Taking it, she lifts a shoulder. I'll take that as a yes. I smile as I hand her the white panties. Thongs, Brandy. Your ass would look beautiful in thongs. Can I ask you a question? I just came in your mouth. I think I could allow that. I wink. How old are you? Buttoning myself up, I look at her without lifting my head. You sure you want to know? Yes. 22. Almost. You're a baby. She gasps, then slaps a hand over her mouth. Does my cock look like a baby's, Brandy? I'm 34 years old. I bend to grab her shirt. I would have guessed 28. I'm 12 years older than you. I have a daughter who's 12 years younger than you. I am so sorry, sweetie. Shelley never mentioned how young you were. I can assure you that I'm not sweet. And as you know from speaking to Shelley, that wasn't my first rodeo. Don't get down on yourself. I can't believe. I press my finger to her lips. I prefer women your age, sometimes older. Do you feel good? Do you feel like I've given you back something he took? Yes, but now? No buts. I laugh at the fact that I was actually just in her butt. Xander, I can trust you to keep this between us, right? Boy Scout promise, I assure her as I usher her out of the shop. Now, let's get you home so you can lie next to that man tonight, knowing he isn't the only one who has a secret. Then tomorrow, take his credit card and buy some thongs and matching bras. Maybe even a garter belt, so next time you swing in to get inked, I can see that beautiful ass in lace and very little of it. When she leaves, I go into the back room and wash up and look at the clock. Fuck. I'm late to pick up Xavier. I turn as Xavier walks out of his room that happens to be directly across from mine, shaking his head as he snickers. Z, next time you blow me off on my birthday and I have to come find you and hide out while you fuck a client, I'm gonna come in and join you. Do you know how hard it was to hide in my room and listen to you getting laid before me on my birthday? Sorry, man. She was a walk-in. You sure you don't mean a referral? Maybe you should give out punch cards. He laughs as he swings the door open. At least set up a tip jar, man. I have her tip. She took the whole damn jar. I chuckle as I open the door. We gotta go pick up Cyrus and Jace so we can go out and find me a nice slice of birthday pie. Xavier chuckles as I follow him out of our shop, Forever Steel. We have to swing by the house and grab the boards. Cyrus wants to surf in the morning. Perfect. Xavier smiles as he throws open the door to our old family SUV. Chapter 3. Xavier. Looking out the window as we pull down Cyrus's road, I nod toward the public beach. Looks like a party's going on down there. We should check it out before we head to the club. Xander slows down so we can get a better look. Lots of ass to be had. He's not wrong, but there's ass all over the damn place. We're late, Romeo. Let's roll. We pull in, grab the boards, and walk around back. What's up? Happy birthday, little brother. Cyrus yells down from the deck that we busted ass building. Happy birthday, X-Man. You two get lost? Jace laughs. Heading up the stairs, I explain. No, Z was banging some girl. Oh shit, not a girl. A woman. Fucking her when I got to the shop. Abe hands me my first legal beer. A woman? Cyrus mocks. Married chick. Xavier, shut the trap, bro. Xander hisses. I take a swig of my beer and plop down on a chair. I'm pretty sure I heard, fuck my ass, before I heard, on your knees. I laugh, and so did everyone except Xander, who makes us laugh even harder when he looks us all over and says, when you fuck a woman, you treat her like a late, on your knees? Jace cracks up. Xander glares at him. Well, shit. Maybe someday I'll find myself a woman. You fucked her in the ass? Cyrus raises a fist for me to tap. It was an ass that deserved some attention. He shrugs. Virgin ass, too. Nice, Jace nods. Xander, you probably shouldn't be fucking around with married women, Abe scolds him. Her husband's cheating on her. She has self-esteem issues. I just took advantage of her. Abe cut him off. No, man, not at all. She got off long before I did. She was glowing afterward. Xander grabs a beer and straight up looks proud of himself. No strings. Cyrus taps his beer to Xander's. None. All right, house rules. Let's go through 'em. Have a seat, boys. Cyrus pulls out a piece of cardboard that he's made into an actual sign that says, House Rules. No shoes. What else? No overnight guests. Jace glares at him. If the guests are drunk, Jace. Abe tries to be the voice of reason. They catch a fucking cab, Jace insists. We leave that off for now. Cyrus agrees with Abe without actually agreeing. How about no one stays after 8 a.m.? I offer a compromise, selfishly. That way, we can get rid of morning wood if we want. Then surf the day away. Jace nods. No drugs, Cyrus says as he writes it, and Jace huffs. I'm serious, man. No fucking drugs. Pot's not a drug, Cyrus. The shit grows in fields, Jace argues. So does hemlock, Jace, but the shit will kill you. Cyrus glares at him. As I said, not in my fucking house. Cool with me. I'll smoke this shit on the beach. Jace pulls his shades down. You bitches about done arguing? I want to go out. I stand, reminding them of why we're here. Change of plans. We're staying in. Mama Joe cooked, so we're eating dinner on the deck and watching the happenings just down the beach. Then a couple of us will check out the party while the rest of us build a bonfire. Then the babes come to us. Abe smiles proudly. All for you, Xavier. Thanks, Abe. I like that idea, but being my birthday and all, I get dibs on ass. Dibs? We aren't playing PlayStation, man. It's a woman. There has to be a connection. Abe, the only connections I'm looking for tonight is my cock and a tight, wet pussy, with a babe who isn't a clinger on, I admit. Hell yeah, Jay stands. Me and X will be going down to the party. You three build a fire. He grabs my shoulder. Hound dog, let's go get us some pussy. What the fuck, man? I want to go. Xander grumbles. You just got a piece of ass. Literally, I point out. Cyrus steps up to say something, but Jace stops him. You need to play house bitch and finish that sign. I look at Abe, who was also clearly peeved to be staying back. No offense, but we want hot ass, not smart ass. He nods to Jace. Go ahead with dumbass and bring some back. Jace grabs his hat off the table and shoves it on his head. Let's go catch us some easy. Walking down the beach, Jace pulls out his one-hitter. Want some? Hell yes. I hit it. You smoke this to make it all go away? Inhale good shit and exhale bullshit, X. We aren't here for a long time. We're here for a good time. Jace takes a hit and smiles as he looks down the beach. We walk toward three girls standing a few yards away from the 40 or 50 people hanging out farther down the beach. Ladies? Jace winks. Two of them giggle as the other responds. Boys? I stopped dead in my tracks and take a step back. Boys? You're obviously mistaken. The chick with the jet black hair and dark eye makeup lifts a shoulder. Until you prove me otherwise, I'm sticking with boys. Jace rolls his eyes as he turns to me. We got nothing to prove, X. Is that because you can't prove it? She raises her brow. Sweetheart, unless you've got an hour to spend on your knees, I got... Bro, I whisper hiss at him. Fucker has no filter. Will it take me that long to find it? She taunts. How about you come over here and find out? Jace grabs his crotch. Why not just drop your shorts and save me the hassle? Cat, one of the other girls smacks her arm. What? It's pretty boys like this that you two need to stay away from. The girl named Cat tells her friends. Sorry about him, he... Oh my god, the two friendlier girls gasps. I look over and see Jace's shorts are pulled down and his dick is hanging out. No boy here. I stand in front of him, seriously considering pulling up his fucking shorts. Fuck, Jace, how much have you smoked? Laughing, he bends down and pulls them up his damn self. Not enough to fuck an angry bitch, but that one right there? He points to the short blonde. I can give you the ride of your life. I'll even let you suck my dick. Angry bitch? Cat snaps. Sorry about that. I grab his arm and start walking toward the crowd. Jace, what the fuck? He starts laughing. She called me a boy. Asked to see it, so I showed her. Great. You care to keep your dick in your pants until we get back to the house? Can't promise anything, man. He says, beelining it toward a group of girls wearing shorts and bikini tops. Isn't it too cold out for that? He throws his arm around one of them, takes her drink, and tosses it back. Thankfully, she smiles. Maybe a bit. How about you give a girl your shirt? Ask and ye shall receive, I think, as he peels his tea over his head and puts it over hers. You and your girls got plans tonight? I don't know. You tell me. She slips under his arm. He nods. You do. She runs her hands up his chest. Sounds good. Feels even better. He looks her up and down, then turns her toward him. What the fuck? Comes from somewhere. The chick jumps and Jace turns just in time to catch a fist in the eye. He stumbles back and laughs. That was a bitch move. Then he starts toward the guy, and 3 other guys walk up in front of him. He wanted a fight, let him have one. I do what I always do. Hone in on the biggest guy in the group and shove him. He immediately swings at me, and I duck and jab him in the kidney. Nice, X. Jace turns his hat around and starts pummeling one of the others. 2 others start coming at us, and Jace grins. 2 down, 3 to go. The first 2 pop up again and are coming at us again. 5 against 2. Yet another bitch move. I swing and miss the first guy, but Jace cracks him in the nose. Thanks, bro. You broke my fucking nose. The guy sinks down to his knees. The next one comes at me strong, and I jab him in the face, then watch as his ass falls back. Get up and you'll be crying next to your bud, I warn. I hear glass smash, and then one of them comes at Jace with a broken bottle. You better make it count, fuckstick, 'cause if not, I'm gonna fuck you up, and then I'm gonna fuck your girl. Jace beckons him with his hands. Hey there, pretty boy. You better keep smiling while you still have teeth. The first one I knocked down is back. I collide my fist with his nose, and he stumbles back, then lunges at me. I sidestep and he falls. You better keep your ass down or I'm gonna give you worse. I looked behind me and see Jace jump back as the pussy with the broken bottle lunges. Then I hear a loud crack, and the guy falls to the ground, revealing angry bitch. I mean, cat. I knew you liked me, kitty. Jace laughs. Thanks, sweetheart. You don't mean shit to me. My girls think you're hot. They need to let off some steam. 2 on 1? Jace raises an eyebrow as he throws an elbow at one of the guys. Dibs, I whisper as I drop the last one standing. Jace sneers at me. Are you fucking kidding me? Not you. Your brother. Cat nods at me. Jace shrugs. It's their lucky night then. We hear sirens and Cat snaps. Shit! I point. See that bonfire down the beach? It's our place. Go. We'll meet you there. You sure? The 2 friends ask. Hell yes I am. Go. Thanks. I watch as they all run down the beach, Baywatch style. The cops are there way too damn quickly. Some people run, others are obviously too drunk to function. Me? I don't give a fuck. I wasn't doing shit wrong. What seems to be the problem here? An officer asks. Problem? I don't see a problem. Jace looks him in the eyes, almost taunting him. We had a call about a fight. It wasn't really a fight. Those bitches. Watch the attitude, boy. Jace looks around and points to himself. Boy? Oh, fuck. Here we go again. Sorry, officer. The 2 of us were jumped by... I point toward the assholes. Them. Just defending ourselves. Let's take you 2 to the station. Dad. I hear a deep voice yell from the crowd and look up. He's telling you the truth. You sure, Nick? The officer asked the guy who's apparently his son. Sure am. Okay. You boys get your asses up out of the sand. He then nods to us. You boys get your asses back to where you came from, but don't drive. Nick, could you just stay out of trouble for one night? The officer mumbles as he walks away. Thanks, man. I put out my hand. Xavier. He shakes it. Nick, that your place down there? Our brother's pad. Jace answers as he puts out his hand. Thanks, bro, for the help. Come on down and join us. Jace walks up to the group of girls and whispers in the one's ear. She looks at me and Nick. I'd love to. Good. Bring your friends. He turns and looks at me. Let's get back. Chapter 4. Jace. Lucky bastard. I nudge X as we walk back towards Cyrus's place. Luck's got nothing to do with it, bro. I'm just prettier than you. X winks. I got Dad's eyes. A lot of good eyes do between the sheets. I chuckle. X grins. Never done 2-on-1. Just let them do the work. Nick, the cop's son, laughs. Hell yes. I grip X's shoulder. The three of us walk up to the deck and hear Cyrus laughing. He has his arm around the chick they called Kat. She's laughing too, and hell, she's hot when she's not pissed. Hey, you made it back. What's this shit I hear about a girl getting your asses out of a jam? She wants me. I walk up to the other side of her and throw my arm around her as well. You have a better chance of seeing God there, Jace? Kat rolls her eyes as she questions. Yeah, Jace, I confirm, shaking my head at Cyrus, knowing he gave up our names. You saw me earlier, and you're here. That tells me you may want to get on your knees for a bit of worship time, kitty cat. Everyone laughs, and she elbows me pretty damn hard in the side. Check out her ink, Jace. Xander points at Kat. One question first. She rolls her eyes. Only one, and I'm not promising I'll answer. You seem to be wound real tight. Let's have sex. She starts to respond, and I put my finger over her mouth. You're gonna ruin this moment. Scowl for yes. Lick your forehead for no. Everyone busts up laughing, and so does she. She looks at Cyrus. I'm in. In what? I wag my eyebrows suggestively. Kat did all her own ink. I think she should come work for us, Cyrus answers. No shit. That's pretty damn cool. She lifts her nose in the air. Which means you stop hitting on me. Hey, Kat, we're about to become co-workers, so let me give you some advice. X chuckles. If you act like you're into him, he'll run in the opposite direction. Thanks, Xavier, but I don't need any advice on how to handle boys. You wearing your big girl panties? We all laugh, including Kat, who now seems to have a personality. I don't wear big girl panties. I wear thongs. She winks at me. Nice. It doubles as a slingshot. Watch yourself there, Jace. Get me a drink, bro. I yell to X, who's heading toward the liquor. No answer. I looked back, and he's gone. Where'd X go? In the house. Xander winks. I hope he can handle himself. Those two will tear him up. Kat states as if we should be worried. No fucking way. He's gonna be just fine. You want a drink, Kat? I ask to be polite. You really think you need another one? She looks at me, her eyebrow raised. Xander hands me a beer before I can grab the jack. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Bitches ain't suckin' and beer's a must. Abe raises his glass. Summertime, boys. When skin is darker, nights are longer. Water is warmer and beer is colder. The air is warmer, the grass is greener. Where is the lucky chick who's gonna suck my wiener? I wink at Kat. Nick looks at me and deadpans. You're fucked up. That's what I was just telling myself, but I decided not to listen to that drunk bastard. I need more Jack. I look at all the ladies around me and make my decision. After I take a piss, I want to take you. The blonde points at herself. Me? You up for a summer fling that you'll never forget? You think you can give it to me? She smiles a sexy-ass smile. I think I can give it to you twice. I walk in the house and find the bathroom. I brush my teeth with my finger, then take a piss. Then I wash my hands and walk out. I may not give a fuck about life right now, but Mama Joe didn't raise a slob. The blonde is sitting on the kitchen island when I round the corner. I was gonna ask her name, but Why bother? I sit on a bar stool, reach over, and grab her by the inner thighs, and pull her to the edge of the countertop. She giggles as I pull her legs apart and position myself between them. I bend and nibble on her inner thigh, then run my tongue up. "Oh, God, what is that?" she asks. I stick my tongue out, showing her my tongue piercing. She sighs. "Fuck, that feels good." And I haven't even started. I push her skirt up and run my tongue across the silky material covering her pussy. "These tie at the side, or am I going to have to snap them before I eat you up like the little treat you are?" I hear the door open behind us and sit back, closing her knees and giving her a wink. She bites her lower lip and winks back. "Jace, just a heads up, it's raining bitches outside," Abe warns me. "By bitches, you mean, Abe, get the fuck out of my way," I hear Pam say and turn around to look at her. "What the fuck are you doing, Jace?" "Well, Pam, I was about to." "I know what you were about to do." "What the fuck, Jace?" "Would you just go away?" "Fuck, Pam, this shit is fucking old." "I want to show you something," she yells. "Out, Pam." Cyrus walks in and takes her elbow. Fuck, she's gonna ruin the whole night for everyone here. I stand up and walk out the door. She follows. "We need to talk." "I hear what you're saying, Pam. I just don't fucking care." "Maybe you forgot about what keeps us running back to each other." "I wasn't running, sweetheart. I was a little busy." I grab the bottle of Jack and take a drink as I walk down the deck stairs and toward the beach. "Don't walk away from me." "I think he said to leave him alone." I look behind me and see Kat. "Fuck you, bitch," Pam snaps at her. "I don't swing that way." She pauses, then says, "That's not true. I've dabbled. But you're not my type." She nods toward the house. "Jace, baby, did you get her primed for us?" It takes me a second to figure out what the fuck she's talking about, but then it hits me. "Who the hell is this?" Pam points at Kat. "Kat. My name is Kat. I'll be working at Forever Steel with Jace and his brothers. Every single day." Kat licks her bright red lips. "You better watch it," Pam hisses at her. "Leave, Pam," I insist. "She isn't even your type." "Oh, honey, I'm everyone's type. I love to suck cock and don't mind sharing with the right girl." I swear, I'd chub up right there. "I'll never talk to you again, Jace Steele." That's kind of the point. This game is done. Wasn't even supposed to fucking happen. "Jace." Kat purrs like an angry, seductive kitty as she walks up to me and runs her hand up my shirt, leans in, and then kisses me. So what do? I kiss her back. As we're going at it, I hear Nick Falcon, who must have just arrived, talking Pam down and getting her the fuck out of here. When I hear tires peel down the road, I know she's gone. I pull back and smile at Kat. "That's twice today I've saved your ass." Kat rolls her eyes. "I suppose I owe you. Did you enjoy the kiss?" "You want the truth?" she asks. "Yeah." I nod. "Did you?" she asks. We both start laughing, and I hand her the bottle. "We should get fucked up and try to forget that shit happened." She takes a drink, then smirks. "Yeah, we should." I walk back into the house, hoping the little piece of ass I left on the counter is still there. And she is. She slides down, walks up to me, and takes my hand. I lead her to the bedroom, open the door, and shove her on the bed. She giggles. "It's gonna be like that, huh?" I shut the door and drop my shorts. "You want it differently?" I ask as I walk toward the bed. "You have a lot going on down there." She points to my cock. I reach down, stroke myself a few times, and watch as her knees clench. Then I bend over her, push her back, and spread her legs. You ready to have a lot going on in there? I reach down and pull her bikini bottoms off and see her sparkle. Damn, girl. Hood jewel? I bend over and pull at the little ring. Fuck. I'm so ready for that cock of yours. I reach down, grab my shorts, pull a condom out of my pocket, and roll it on. I give it a tug, then lift her legs up as I kneel on the edge of the bed. I rub my cock up and down her soaked slit, eliciting a hot-as-hell moan. How do you want it? I ask as I rub her opening. In my pussy. Deep. Hard. That's all I needed. I slam into her, and she yells out something between a cry of pain and pleasure. I bang the hell out of her, and she comes a few times. I'm not getting there, though. Whiskey and Pam blocked. Roll over, sweetheart. I can't move, she whimpers. Can you suck? I ask as I pull her up to a seated position. She nods. Perfect. I pull off the condom and toss it on the ground. Open wide. I rub my cock across her lips. Wider. She opens up, grabs my hips, and deep throats my cock. Fuck. That's it, girl. She moves her head up and down my cock, and I thrust my hips, shoving my dick deeper into her mouth until I am no longer thinking about anything but that ultimate high. Coming. And when it finally happens, there's a moment that I worry I might drown the poor thing. But she swallows it down like a champ. More. Give me more, she begs as she licks my cock clean. I'm all set, I say, gently pulling her head back. She starts to lay back, but I'm not having it. Your friends will wonder where you are. True. Thank God. That was great. You were great. You were actually... You too. I cut her off. Now let's get out of here. I pull my shorts on and look for my shirt. I see her putting it on, and it dawns on me that she's the chick from the beach. Oh well, she can keep it. She did just swallow a load. Chapter 5. Cyrus. It's a good party. Just enough people to keep it interesting. Xavier and Jace are getting laid, Xander already got off, and Falcon is chatting it up with some hot brunette. I sit down and lean back, just checking out the scenery, still unsure which flavor I want tonight. Nice place you got. The cop's son sits next to me. It's cool. What's your name again? Nick D'Angelo. He sticks his hand out and I shake it. Yours? Cyrus Steele. Thanks for helping out my brothers tonight. I grab the 2 beers sitting next to me and hand him one. Gotta look out for family, man. Nick holds up his beer and I tap it. You got brothers? Had. My brother was killed in an accident a few years back. I have a half-sister. She's a senior in high school. Sorry to hear about your brother. Thanks. Appreciate it. So what do you do? DJ and go to school part-time. You? Just got out of the Navy. No shit, he asks. Nope, 5 years. 4 tours in the Middle East. Now I'm home. I tell him and immediately regret it, hoping like hell he doesn't ask details like some assholes do. Because I'd rather not tell the guy who saved Mama Joe from having to go to the cop shop and bailing out 2 of her 4 sons. Thanks for your service, man. I nod and take a swig of my beer, then lean back as I swallow. You see anything that interests you? I point at the crowd of chicks on the other side of the deck. He shrugs. All fine-looking women. Any would do for a night. He's not wrong. Feels like a middle school dance. Girls in one crowd, guys in the other. I shove a couple fingers in my mouth and whistle, grabbing their attention. This ain't high school, ladies. Who wants to come and sit in the place of honor? I pat the spot between my legs. 3 of them walk up. Xander, we need a body, man. One of these ladies won't have a seat if you don't get over here. I reach up and take the redhead's hand, pulling her down on my lap. She looks at me and blushes. I pull her head toward me and whisper in her ear. This ain't no proposal, babe. It's one night of getting fucked right, a couple days of walking funny, and a lifetime of trying to find someone who will fuck you better than I can. I will ruin you for anyone else. If you want more than that, walk away now. You want to be fucked hard and wild, you keep your sweet ass on my lap and feel my cock swell beneath you until I finish this beer, pick you up, and carry you to my bed. I sit back and watch her process what I just said to her. She doesn't respond, but she doesn't stand up and walk away either. Xander has a blonde on his lap, and Nick is already sucking face with the tall brunette. I look around and see Abe walking down the beach with Kat. What the fuck? That makes no damn sense to me. Polar opposites. Kat's kind of retro goth and Abe's an all-American boy. Blonde hair, blue eyes, smart as fuck. A straight and narrow kind of guy. I look up at the chick. Name? Jennifer. Beer's half gone, and you're making my dick hard. She looks away, and I can guess she's blushing. I like that shit. I lean forward. When I eat your pussy, I want you watching me. When you suck my dick, I want you watching me. When you're bouncing up and down on my cock, what do I want? Me watching you? She whispers. You in for the ride of your life? You in for the ride of yours? She asks, and I throw my head back and laugh because I was not expecting that at all. Should have known better with a redhead. I look around and see that everyone else appears preoccupied. One hand wrapped around a bottle, the other is skating up her little dress and inside her panties. Here? She whimpers. To start. I rub my middle finger up and down her damp, silky slit. After setting the beer down, I use my other hand to pull her head back and kiss her. She moans when my tongue strokes hers up and down. I pull away. Spin around and sit on my lap. She does as asked. I run my hands up her thighs, under her dress, and I snap the strings on her panties before pulling them out from under her. Then, I fix her dress so it's covering everything. Lift that little peach up. She lifts her ass, and I reach down and pull my cock out of my shorts, smacking her clit with it. As soon as her mouth opens, I pull her lips to mine and swallow her cry. Then I lean back and ask, You ready? She swallows hard and nods her head up and down quickly, eyes hooded, and the look in them tells me she's ready to take this to the bedroom. Not yet, Red, I instruct as I rub my thumb up and down her slicked-up little cunt and slowly sink 2 fingers in her. Then, I pull them out as soon as I feel her core clench around them and stick my fingers in my mouth. Taste test. I reach in my pocket and grab a packet containing some Action plastic. Ripping the wrapper open with my teeth, I then slide it on. I cup her ass in one hand as I stand. Wrap those legs around me. As we're walking in, I use the hand not full of ass to position my tip at her entrance. Oh my fuck. She leans in and bites my neck, and pretty damn hard, too. That's how it's gonna be. I shove in a little more, and she whimpers against my neck. I turn to walk down the hall as Jace and the chick that he banged are walking towards us. He winks at me. "Third door on the left, bro." "Thanks, man." I walk into the room and kick the door closed behind me. "Which way do you want to come first?" "Fuck me," she insists. I turn around, let one of her feet touch the ground as I keep the other around my hip and push her back against the wall. Little by little, I give her as much of me as she can take. I'm almost to the root when she tenses up and her breath starts quivering. "You there, Red?"
"Fuck yes."
"Tell me what you want."
"Your cock, all of it."
"As you wish." I plunge into her fully, then still, until she is finally able to exhale. Then it's on. While smashing her greedy pussy, she screams out against my neck.
"Yes, oh daddy, yes."
What the fuck did she just call me? I slam into her a few times to see if I can get her to say it again, just to be sure I wasn't fucking hearing things.
"Oh, you fuck me so good, Big Daddy."
I'm not sure I like being called daddy while my dick is in a chick, but for some reason, Big Daddy is working. I turn to lay her on the bed, pull out, and kiss her little titties, then down her belly. When I get to her pussy, I look up. "You ready to come again?"
"Oh, please. Yes, Big Daddy."
Nope. Big Daddy's a bit too much. Unable to take that shit anymore, I decide. 69. I am going to shove my dick in her mouth just to get her to shut the fuck up. I hover over her and fuck her mouth with my cock as I eat her pussy. She's slurping and sucking like a good girl, and when she comes again, she nearly swallows my dick whole. "Fuck," I roar as I push into her mouth and suck her clit until both of us come. Then I roll to my side, reach over, and shove a finger in her as I palm her mound and try to catch my breath. "Give me 10 minutes, I pant.
"For what?"
"Round 2.
"How?"
Her voice squeaks. "Which way do you want it?"
10-minute rest?
She yawns out. "That's all I need."
"Okay, then any way you want it."
"Perfect, I think. You'll be bouncing up and down on my cock."
"Uh-huh."
I close my eyes and focus on catching my breath. When I open my eyes and look at the clock, I find that we've been laying here for half an hour? Well, I did start drinking at 2 in the afternoon, so who the hell knows for sure? I wiggle my fingers still inside her and sit up. "You ready?" I hear a soft little snore and chuckle as I lay back down. "Cyrus," I hear a whisper and a knock on the door. "What's up?" I ask as I pull my finger out from inside Red. "It's time for the chicks to get going." "Not yet, man. Give me 30 minutes. I close my eyes, hoping Jace will leave me alone. "Not gonna happen." He walks in and Xander follows. "Come on, C. If they leave, we can still surf in the morning." "Fine. Give me 5 minutes. I sit up and swing my legs out of the bed. Then I grab my shorts and pull them up. "Hey." I tap what's-her-name's shoulder.
"Huh?"
She opens her eyes. "Your friends are heading out." She sits up and stretches.
"Ouch."
"Pussy sore?"
"Yeah."
"Sorry about that."
"Don't be. You did warn me,"
she says on a yawn. I reach out my hand and pull her up. "Thanks."
"No, thank you."
She straightens her sundress that is still on and laughs. "Nice dress."
"Yeah."
She looks up at me.
"You have a lot of tattoos."
"Just noticed that, huh?" I smirk.
"Is that bad?"
"Not at all. You ready?"
"Sure am."
We walk out onto the deck, and she pushes herself up on her tiptoes to kiss my cheek and whisper, "Thanks, Big Daddy." If I wasn't so fucked up and ready to crawl back in bed, I might have a conversation about that. But I want my bed. Good night. I look at my brothers and Abe. Where did the others go? Home, Big Daddy. Xander laughs. Fuck you. Good night. I walk in and grab a bottle of water, chew Tylenol, and head to my room. I laugh when I see my bed is still made and realize I don't have to sleep in a wet spot. Perfect fucking night. Chapter 6. Jace. I wake up, walk out onto the deck, and stretch. It's a beautiful day. I see X, Xander, and Abe floating out in the water on their boards as I stand at the edge of the deck and try my best to ignore the headache caused by the morning sun. Finally awake, Cyrus comes up behind me and pats my back. You fucks get up way too early. Cyrus sticks his fingers in his mouth and lets out a loud whistle, nearly bringing me to my knees. Fucker! Sorry, man. It's breakfast time. He turns and walks back into the house. Get your lazy ass in here and help me carry out the chow. When Cyrus and I have brought everything out, the three of them are walking up the stairs. One hell of a night, huh, Jace? X smiles as he grabs a piece of toast off the plate. Decent night. I think we can do better tonight. Hoping Pam doesn't show up? Abe sits down at the table. She needs to leave me the fuck alone. I grumble as I sit. I hate the bitch, X says while chewing his toast. She's got you by the balls. Xavier, leave it alone. Xander nudges him, then grabs some toast. X doesn't let up. It's what the bitch does. She knows the minute she sends a picture, it's all on again. Xavier, that's enough. Cyrus cautions him. Just saying. X looks at me and shrugs. I know he isn't trying to be a dick, but I don't want to talk about Pam or the fucking hold she has on me. You should tell her you love her and see how fast she runs, Abe suggests. It's not like that. I take a drink and feel my stomach turn. Can you all just drop it? Sure thing. Let's talk about my night. X grins. First, 2-on-1 action, and sadly, it'll probably be the last. Now why the fuck would you limit yourself to just one when you can have two? Cyrus huffs. It was cool at first, but then, when Thing 1 was sitting on my cock... Thing 1? I laugh. Yeah, no fucking clue what their names were. X continues. Anyway, it was like they were fighting for my attention. I had shit going on in the right direction. One was riding me, the other one was kissing me, and I was playing with her tits. I decided I needed to be on top. I was pounding away on who the fuck knows which one, and the other one came up behind me and stuck her tongue in my ass. You got your salad tossed? Xander chuckles. Sweet, X. Yeah, for a second. Then I was pretty sure she was gonna do something else to my ass, so I rolled over and pulled the one who was under me on top. The one chick seemed to get pissed, so I pulled her up, took her hand, and rubbed the one riding me with her hand and kissed her as I pushed one of her fingers inside her friend, and then one of mine. What the fuck is the problem with that? Cyrus asks. She decided it was her turn, and the other one grumbled and climbed off. Thank God my shorts were still on the bed. He reaches in his pocket and pulls out some chapstick. I fucked the other with this. You banged a chick with chapstick? I laugh my ass off, ignoring the hell that it's wreaking on my head, because that shit is funny. Wait, why the fuck do you have chapstick? Twist it. I do, and it begins to vibrate. Xavier, what the hell do you have this for? No, forget I asked. I don't want to know. I gave it to him. Xander says like it's no big deal. He said he wanted a threesome. I thought he could use some help. Help? X shakes his head. You rub a chick's clit with that? You could be Freddy Krueger and she won't care. All she knows is that in 2.5 seconds, she's gonna come. Z, why the hell do you have that? Toys are fun. He winks at me. No shit, Jace. They're good. Abe pats my back. You carry chapstick too? I ask, shocked. I've played before. Abe shrugs. If you're a real man, you don't need fucking toys. You got all the tools you need. Mouth, fingers, and cock. Cyrus seems to be the only one who agrees with me. Bunch of freaks. Says the pierced one. Xander chuckles. Fuck you, Z. It's ornamental. Call it what you will, Xander says before scooping up some fried potatoes. You get any more action last night? I ask Z. Blowjob. I clarify. No, after you fucked the old lady at the shop. Seasoned, Jace, not old. No, the chick on my lap. Cyrus, you remember her. Cyrus nods. She gave me a blowjob. And what did you give her? I ask. A mouthful of our future generation, Z answers. X chuckles. Selfish fuck. Nope. As soon as they get the D, they get stupid ideas. I told her I was saving it for marriage. I snicker. Lying bastard. No lies. I won't fuck someone I won't marry. But I'll fuck someone who is married. Don't judge. I just won't go down that road. You and Cyrus fucked that up for me. I want to yell at him, but he's right. Fuck relationships. They end shitty anyway. Well, you and Xavier are lucky you don't have to go through that shit. Follow us and you'll be lonely old men. Abe interrupts me. I'm pretty sure I wasn't lonely last night, Abe. How about you, Mr. Romance and shit? Abe got his, didn't you? Cyrus goads him. I don't know what you're talking about. Abe isn't a kiss and tell kind of guy. You and that cat girl we're gonna hire, Xander dishes. Saw you walking down the beach in the moonlight, probably reciting Shakespeare and shit. No way, X and I both roar. Let's be clear on this. I was doing her a favor. Abe sits back and looks at us. Kat and I were talking about her future place of employment, and she asked a few questions. I answered them. It really isn't your business, but I mentioned that you four aren't without morals completely. I explained that you don't share women between you. It's bro code. She asked if I was included in that, and I told her of course. She said, good, and took my hand. Then she said she wasn't into banging people she worked with and added, you and I are gonna get this shit out of the way. I explained to her I really wasn't into one-night stands, and she said, think of it as doing a girl a favor. Then she dropped to her knees and sucked my dick. My brothers and I are rolling by the time he finishes explaining. All right, laugh all you want. I got off, she got off, and that's it. None of you can touch the poor girl. He tries not to laugh and fails. She any good? X laughs. Intense. Then that's all you get. Bullshit, man, spill it. I smack his arm. Let's just say she seemed to want to control the situation. Abe's face turns red. Is that code for you were Kat's bitch last night? Xander chuckles. I can assure you that I'm no one's bitch. Abe pulls his shades down. She's gonna collar you, man. You're gonna be on a leash on all fours, barking and getting a strap-on in the ass, Abe. Xavier teases him. Whatever you want to believe, Xavier. Abe grabs his fork. Xander stands and uses what I assume is his best cat voice. On all fours, Abe. I'm gonna fuck your pretty little ass with a strap-on. X starts barking. Is that a yes, ma'am, Abe? Xander continues, and X barks again. Keep that shit up, and I'll gag you and spank your ass. Everyone is laughing, including Abe. My phone rings, and I grab it out of my pocket and answer. Hey, Mama. Were there any issues last night? She asks. No, we had a good time. Did Xavier enjoy his cake? I cover the phone and whisper. We forgot X's cake, and she's on her way over. I uncover the phone. Of course, we saved a piece for you, Mama Joe. I look up as Abe and Cyrus rush back out with the cake and 5 forks. I'll bring lunch by soon. Before I can say anything, she hangs up. We need to get this place cleaned up and eat some fucking cake. Abe laughs. You 4 are fucking crazy. You live the way you do, but if Mama Joe speaks, you listen. She's our mama, Abe. Now get the fuck up and help us out. 4 badass steel boys are afraid of their mama. Ugh. Abe sighs with exaggeration. It's a respect thing, bro. I explain as if he doesn't get it, but I know he does. Hell yeah, and a family thing. X pats Abe's back. She fed us from her breasts. Xander pipes in. We take care of our own, O'Donnell, and only let a select few in, Cyrus says, shoving some bottles in a garbage bag. They're growing into fine men, Abe. Even if they think they can get one over on me, I will always be their mama. We all look up and see Mama Joe inside, standing at the deck door. She must have called from the driveway. Forever Steel. Forever Steel. We all respond in unison. Thank you for listening to Forever Steel, Before the Fall by M.J. Fields. Narrated by Win Ross and Kai Kennicott. Produced by East House Productions. Text copyright M.J. Fields. Production copyright 2022 by M.J. Fields. All rights reserved.
Keep listening for a sneak peek of another audiobook by M.J. Fields.
Summer. Carly. It was an exceptionally hot summer. I was glad to be spending it with my father while Mom was away on a retreat. Since my parents had divorced 2 years earlier and I moved to Palo Alto with my mom, life had certainly changed. My brother Cameron stayed with Dad in Jersey. I missed Cameron, and, well, he was certainly the reason I narrowly escaped losing my virginity to the most beautiful guy I had ever laid eyes on. "What are you doing, Carly?" Cameron yelled as he jumped out of his car. Needless to say, I was horrified that my brother had caught me making out with our cousin Abe's best friend, a boy I had been sneaking around with for 2 weeks. The first night I saw him, Abe and I had gone to a party on the shore. He was sitting on a rock with a beer in his hand. He was gorgeous. Messy black hair, and the most beautiful eyes I had ever seen, brown like chocolate, and his perfect smile. God, that smile. And a dimple on his left cheek that was so deep. He had his shirt off, and his body was beautiful. Long, lean, and cut. His skin was a golden tan, and I swear I didn't see a tan line, and I looked. "Hey, Abe." He smiled and waved us over and handed Abe a beer. "You want one?" Sure." I looked at Abe and he smiled. I really didn't, but I didn't want him to look at me like I was some sort of child either. I wasn't a child. I was 19 years old and going to be in my 2nd year at Stanford University. Virgin, yes. Sheltered, yes. But it was somewhat self-imposed. I remembered the brunette brigade swarming around him and how they all but threw themselves at him. I watched him smile and joke with them, but I also saw the way he looked at me out of the corner of his eye and how he would smile at me when Abe wasn't paying attention. He had a girlfriend, and watching them was not at all comfortable. Not just because I thought he was beautiful, or that I truly spent every night for that first week waiting for his smile, craving his attention. It was because she was mean. She was rude to every one of his friends, nasty to all of hers, and constantly redirecting his attention from my cousin and their friends to her mouth. The way she would kiss him, or would make a sexual comment just to gain his attention, made me nauseous. What was even worse was that it seemed to work. On the last night of the first week, they got into a fight, and she actually slapped him across the face. He laughed at her and turned away. He walked toward the water and stood there. I remember Abe talking to him, patting him on the back, and then when they walked back to the group, which now included me, he smiled. "Well, I'm pretty sure that's done." Abe and the rest of the guys laughed. "Yeah, right." He looked up at me and smiled, and that smile did me in for the rest of the summer. It started off innocently. We all hung out at the beach every night. He eventually sat closer to me. When Abe noticed, he would back off. "I want to hang out with you, Carly," he purred into my ear. Yes, he purred. His voice could melt butter. It was that damn hot. And what came out of my mouth? "We are." He looked confused. The beautiful guy I had watched for over a week, the one who exuded confidence, looked dumbstruck. When he finally pulled it together, he smiled. "Well, all right then." And he excused himself after a few awkward moments. A few days later, she started to come around again. At first, he ignored her, and then he didn't. Simple and easy. And she was easy. I watched as she flounced around in front of his friends to piss him off. And then the two of them would leave. Most times, they didn't return. A week later, he showed up, and she stormed down toward all of us, yelling at him. He walked up and sat next to me. It was the only place to sit, I know, but still, it made my heart beat faster. "Do you like her? Is that why you have to come here every night?" she yelled. I knew my eyes were as big as E.T.'s when I glanced up at her. She gave me a dirty look. "I'm sorry, I don't know your name. I'm Abe's cousin. I'm, just visiting," I managed to choke out before she interrupted. "Pam, learn it," she snapped. I looked at Abe, who was walking toward us. Thank God. "Pam, I'll take you home. I'm sorry that she's such a bitch, Carly." He grabbed his phone and stormed away, and Pam followed like a damn puppy about to get a bone, and I was sure that's exactly what she was getting. I lay in bed that night, tossing and turning in my bedroom at my father's, until I heard my phone chime. I reached into my bag and took it out. It wasn't my phone. "Hello?" I whispered. "Who has my phone?" the voice purred. "Is this, it's Carly. I didn't mean..." I was trying to be cool and not let on that I already knew exactly whose voice it was on the other end. "Carly, it's Jace. I must have grabbed yours by mistake. Meet me at the beach so we can switch phones. 10 minutes. He hung up. I brushed my teeth, jumped into a pair of shorts and a t-shirt, and crawled out my window. Yes, I snuck out. At my age. "You're late." He smiled when I walked towards him. "I had to sneak out. Sorry." I closed my eyes. He laughed. "Why are you sneaking out? It's only 10. "My dad. If I was with Abe, it would be all right, but not alone." I watched him sit on a blanket and pat the spot beside him. "Well, you're here now, and since you snuck out, we should hang out for a while." He smiled, and I sat. I didn't argue. I just sat next to him and stared at him for a few moments, and he stared back at me. "Oh, here, sorry. I don't know how that happened." I handed him his phone, and he handed mine to me and smiled again. I know how it happened, Carly. He grabbed my hand and held it. When my head was finally back from its trip to the moon, I looked down at our hands and then up at him. Did you do it? Yes. I told you I wanted to hang out, and by that I meant you and me, not everyone else. Jace looked at me and then slowly released my hand. You have a girlfriend, one who doesn't seem to like me very much, I reminded him quietly. Does that bother you, Carly? He looked at me, and his eyes drifted down to my lips. I swallowed hard. My mouth was all of a sudden dry, and my head felt dizzy. I quickly pulled my knees up to my chest and put my head between my knees. Air. Good God, I needed air. Are you all right? He rubbed my back, and I swear my stomach flipped. Just dizzy, I whispered. You're not feeling well? Carly, your face is... You're hot, Carly. Jace lifted my head quickly, which didn't help. Looking in his big brown eyes, I felt my face burning. I have an inhaler in my bag. He dug through my bag and handed me the inhaler, and I quickly used it. You have asthma? I nodded yes and held my breath. When I finally exhaled, I lay back onto the blanket and closed my eyes. Carly, are you okay? He pushed my hair off of my eyes, and I looked at him and nodded. You scared the shit out of me. Are you sure you're all right? Yes, I'm just cold. I should get back. I sat up, and he stopped me. Hold up. You need to chill for a minute. Right there. Lay back down. He smiled and lowered me back, and I let him. I let him lay me down on a beach in the moonlight. The way he looked at me made my heart race, thumping against my chest, which didn't help the breathing situation at all. I rolled to my side to avoid looking at him. I took long, deep breaths, and he started to rub my back. Jace, please stop. That's not helping. Just please stop. I'm sure my face was turning even redder, and I couldn't get it together. I was wrecked. I heard him laugh, and I lay on my back and looked at him sitting next to me, smiling. It's really not that funny. I could be dying over here, and you're laughing. I sat up and grabbed my bag. Sorry, I don't know what the hell just happened. Sorry. He scowled at the ground. No big deal. I'm going to head back. Thanks, I guess. I stood and left. I practically ran the 4 blocks home and climbed back up the tree and into the window. I grabbed my inhaler and took one big puff and held my breath. I let it out and flopped back on my bed and laughed, thinking of how foolish I must have looked. And then I laughed harder into my pillow. My God, what just happened? I stopped laughing when my phone chimed. I jumped up and grabbed my bag and ruffled through it like a crazy woman until I saw the message. The smile on my face was so big it hurt. I flopped back on my bed and read it over and over again. Tell me you made it home all right. Jace. I made it home all right. Carly. Good. Tell me you can breathe and that I don't have to worry. Jace. I can breathe and you don't have to worry. Carly. Now tell me you feel what I have felt for 2 weeks, and tell me when I can see you again, Carly. Jace. I gasped out loud and tried to think of something to say. My phone chimed again. Good. See you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Jace. Okay. Carly. And that was how it all began.